Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode, I think, 2, season 2. What if Izuku Midori was Dr. Doom, also known as Victor Von Doom? Find my microphone, which is good. You're getting less videos, however, which is meh. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just turn it to, like, Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, essentially weekends, and like maybe Monday, depending. I will not be able to upload things due to me not wanting to post random and nonsensical. Fuck me. God. I'm sorry. It's 10 for me. I'm usually in bed by 9. I don't want to post shit. Essentially. I don't want to put shit that I will not defend on this channel. So, eventually, hey, I seen it. I was like, huh, that's neat. Nice. But, regardless, it is funny. Last time we left off Izuku in the span of time committed a genocide on Geonosia. Thank you, comment section. That's the name of the spot. It will not be mentioned again because the population of Geonosia has been massacred by sentinels. Ain't that a bitch? But yeah, no, Izuku came back swinging and digging ditches when he did swing. There was other meeting, a melding of the minds, heroes and villains, regardless of the fact. And one of them was a simulacrum, which is essentially a clone of Izuku. Now, I want you to imagine shadow clones, but, like, you can get the memory back, but you don't get, like, the physical benefits. That's basically that. That's what a simulacrum is. Well, at least in this universe. And, when, Izuku basically talked through someone that he had to kill, sadly, to use his body as a simulacrum. Poor bastard didn't see it coming. After all, they were at a coffee shop a long time ago. That's when he died. It's impressive that no one figured out, though. It really is. John Constantine was a very valuable asset to Izuku. He wasn't just an asset, he was a friend. And he was willing to do things that other people weren't, such as die in a cause that he believed in. So John did. However, we must not look into the past. No. We must look forward. Forward and eyes directly ahead. And to the eyes of one man. His name is Craig Thompson. This man, and regardless of how much chaos is going outside, he decided to make something. Something that is said to go through different dimensions. He made it. He finally fucking got it. And he went to a universe unknowing to him. That was the biggest mistake of his life. And the final mistake. As he entered, assaulting his ears and his eyes and his nose as the sounds of laughter and pained screams. And what hits his nose is decay and death and blood. What assaults his eyes, what seems like kids killing people, pale-faced, in old Robin costumes, all of them giggling and smiling. The Robins notice. They notice this light pouring through nothing. Before that man had a chance, bang! A gunshot would ring, killing the man almost instantly. The portal's still open. And a man, or what looks to be a man, a weird creature with black leather jacket, and black tight jeans, and fighting shoes, almost a button-up. I forgot exactly what the jacket is called. But this man looks both at the same time almost unnaturally skinny and supernaturally buff. It is weird. It is unnatural. It is wrong. As you look up higher and higher, you see a chin, pale as a ghost. Moving up, you see red lips curled back. Higher, you see yellowed teeth. Higher, you see a smile that stretches from jawline, from joint to joint of the jaw. And lastly, a spiked mantle which cover the eyes of this man with the Batman's cowl spiked up behind him. The man says, "Oh, what is this? How splendid." Robin, go get me some information. Move. This Batman with a curled smile kicks this Robin and sends him into the portal. The Robin still being almost forced to smile as he is kicked, and kicked hard, in the ribs. A slight crack could be heard, but he did not respond to it. He just smiled as he went in and began looking through everything. This was during the years that Izuku has spent under the radar. Now, on the opposite side of the planet of Geonosia, Raizuku planned his first strike. At the same time, what was almost overshadowing Izuku's was the death of thousands. It was not as nearly as many as Geonosha, but it was a start of something disgusting. Even people that knew Izuku know that this was not Izuku. This is an entirely different MO. There are no survivors. None. All of them dead with twisted smiles. Most of them still standing, however, and giggling, snickering like mad dogs. They charge anyone they see or hear or smell. It matters not where you are. They hear you, they will find you. So hush. I hear one coming. It is gone. Quick. We must get to the boat. Turning back the clock just a little. A child and his father running through the streets as this maddening affair would happen. It's been 2 weeks, and this has happened and no one has come to help them. Why is this happening? What is going on that draws more attention than an entire fucking island being swallowed up by these fucking creeps? These two, this 9-year-old boy, alongside of this man, clearly they are father and son. Back to the present. They begin running down the street, dodging seemingly the patrols of these dead men and women and children, with smiles plastered across their face, and slight churns of giggling and snarling at the same time. Like I said, these are no longer people. These are animals. They get to a small dinghy and they go. They go until the boat doesn't work anymore, until they break down on parts of the railing that help them stay aboard, attach some cloths, and proceed to row. They row for 4 days. The father almost dying of starvation. But when they get to land, they learn of Geonosha, and they tell of Kamui, the island that I just made up, so shut the fuck up. Anyway, they tell of Kamui and what has happened there, and they would send heroes to scout. Now, the Batman who laughs is uncertain of this environment. He does not know what the fuck is going on. Apparently Superman and Batman exist, but they were killed by someone. They don't know who, they don't know how, they don't know why. Just someone named Izuku. And now that the bugs made it on land, according to them, they have heard that this Izuku was thought dead until a couple months ago. Couple days ago, until Geonosha, which he doesn't know what the fuck Geonosha is. He doesn't know what fucking island he's on. He doesn't know where the fuck he is in general. But everyone has their ways. And the man who laughs is one of many. So, where do we begin? Back to Izuku's perspective. After Izuku does what he needs to, he sits there and ponders. And ponders for a good long while. And then one day he just feels something wrong. Something just fed him souls that he did not know what the fuck it was. For Izuku is no longer a person. There are bonuses to being a necromancer. One of them is lichdom. Usually you take large steps to make sure liches do not become a thing. However, sometimes that cannot happen because they physically do not know that you are still alive. However, the multiple times that this has occurred, Izuku has started to become more curious, and he started to look through the soul's memories and started to slowly but surely unravel the blatant fact that there is some fucking idiot Batman. No. He would stand and look over at a map made of light and holographics as he would zoom in on it, getting a digital picture. Ultron looking confused, saying, "What is wrong?" Izuku just stands there for but a couple moments, looks over to Ultron and says, "We need to do something very soon. I do not know what this is, but I do not like it. So, I'm gonna have to deal with it now, won't I?" Do you know what Izuku is using as his starbase as of this moment in time? He is using the old Justice League location. Specifically, the space station. And, oh no. As Izuku says that. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. All droids to battle stations. It would ring out. Lockdown would take effect immediately. Izuku would look confused and, quite frankly, interested on who the fuck dared to step foot on his station and how the fuck did they know the codes for the Justice League. After all, he destroyed any and all information that could have even led them here. Damn it! I cannot have them find out my base of operations this early into the plan. And then he realizes it's only one. And what he sees on the camera shocks him to his fucking bones. He steps back and looks at the picture, asking Ultron to come here and take a look at this photo now. Yeah. Is this who I think it is? Ultron would look at the monitoring station with even more shock than Izuku. Is that... Is that Robin? He's paler than I remember. What the fuck? Izuku's eyes go wide as dinner plates as he remembers an old science board long time ago. An old VOT project that was declassified and brought to public light. This is not good. Izuku looks terrified at this. There's no words that he has. Not a single one. This is the old school Robin uniform. This Robin, from just by looking at it, is not a regular Robin. This looks like a Joker. So explain to me, why does this look like that? He is already hot on the trail of the Batman Who Laughs, and sadly, one of his Robins are going to pay inch by inch to get information, whether they like it or not. Izuku calls back all the drones and begins going there himself, taking this as a personal slight. Right, no longer handling such insolent little fucking rats. And then he stopped and thought and nodded. Continued walking down the hallway where this Robin was seen. Now, once Izuku gets there, almost immediately this Robin would attack him. It would bounce off of the warding glyphs. And almost immediately, as it bounces off, Izuku grabs it by its neck and starts choking it out. Chokes it till unconsciousness. Grabs it by its temples and begins to read and sift through its mind, but almost immediately dropping it. It stepping back and falling down on the ground. For the insanity that this Robin has endured is nothing like Izuku has ever seen. He has seen the endless cycles of chaos and limbo, but nothing could prepare him for an entire world burning. Izuku looks at this Robin, pulls out a subsonic 22, and blows the little fucker's head off. Stopping that before it even became worse. Izuku rubbing his fingers together, thinking, trying to parse through the insanity that he willingly had to go through in his mind. And then he stops. And he begins running towards the teleportation room. But first he makes a pit stop by his lab. He's going to have to do something that he would wish never to do. Never. He then proceeds to take swabs, DNA, just things of people that he has fought. Specifically pieces of humans that have long since died, that he has been keeping on ice just in case he needs something and someone that could make damn certain that this does not happen. He proceeds to call someone. In the midst of slight meditation, Ra's al Ghul's phone would ring. He pulls it out, smiles, seeing who it is, and answers and says, "Hello. Hello, old friend. What do you need?" "I need to use the Lazarus Pit. It's an emergency." "One moment." And the voice of Izuku, almost wavering with a fear of an undetermined variable. Roz feels it almost resonate in his soul. And he's like, "Alright, come on in." "And I'm already here. I'm already at the Lazarus Pit. We need the people here now." And he's like, "What's the rush? There is something very bad, and I don't want to tell you, and I don't want to show you with the mind link, because you will go fucking insane. I do not have time, okay? Hey, we have to finish shit now." I'm gonna fucking hate this. Just get kryptonite cuffs. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? "We're going with Plan Zeta." What? It's like, we have... How the fuck did it get this bad this quickly? It hasn't even been 40 fucking minutes. It's like, listen. I don't have time. Just give me the fucking kryptonite cuffs. I will have to fucking knock Superman unconscious. Fucking find a way to restrain Bruce fucking Wayne. And all this other shit. I don't want to hear it right now, okay? Oh, and fucking Gucci. Fucking shut the fuck up. And he hangs up on Raj. Raj has never heard him like this, shit himself scared before. Actually. Izuku over the years has grown comfortable with his current location, having this much spice in his life, saying that, hey, alternate universes exist, does not bode well for him. That means he could get drop-kicked by fucking, 4 gods. Odds are the equivalency of the fucking time police. It's because he fucked with the time stone. Oh, he doesn't know what the fuck will happen, and he doesn't like it. There it is. Anyway. Regardless of the case. Izuku would pull out a hand. This hand is covered in ice, which, as Izuku brings it to oxygen, it almost immediately begins to thaw, and he throws it in the Lazarus Pit. Now, I understand that, hey, you need, the entire body, not this one. Izuku may or may not have found a way to amp it, and make it, scarier. As he comes back, as Roz comes back with kryptonite cuffs, and he's like, how the fuck did it get this bad? And it's like, I was right. And it's like, what do you mean? And you were right. You owe me $20. Multiverses exist. And there's a scary Batman. And that set his entire fucking world on fire, and it has a bunch of other fucking Batman. And replicas that are fucking scary. I don't want to deal with it. Fucking, oh my god. Roz, if you couldn't tell, I'm freaking the fuck out. Out. Because I just seen that shit from a Robin. Specifically, her son. And he's going to point at, we all know who. Now, listen to me. I don't want to deal with this shit right now. But have to deal with a fucking psychotic Batman and with the brains of Joker. Do you understand how bad it is? As already, Joker just didn't have the resources to do the shit he wanted to do. This Batman has an entire fucking galaxy. Do you understand? And in other worlds, Batman, we're fucked. And he's like, whoa, okay, just calm, fucking breathe. And it's okay, fuck. Like, Izuku doesn't need to breathe, but like, fuck, it's still therapeutic. So Superman fucking comes out, fucking coughing up almost immediately, and Izuku, without hesitation, tackles his ass to the ground, fucking kryptonite cuffs. Like, no. No more time for this shit. And like, poofs some fucking pants onto him. And sets him in a chair, and he says, I'll get to you in a minute. And then, like, Superman realizes, oh, what the oh. It's like, he realizes, why am I in the Lazarus pit? And then the memory comes flooding back into him, like, oh, shit, oh, God. This is the man that killed me. And Izuku proceeds to do that with Wonder Woman, the entire Bat family, including Oracle. Oracle now could walk. Oracle could be Batgirl, but yeah, no, like, Izuku kind of fucking threw the entire Justice League pot up in that bitch. Like, and just the super team pot. Because he basically needed, like, the entire universe as, like, the equivalency of the Avengers. Like, the X-Men. And a couple other people. Like, Izuku is freaking out to the point where, like, he doesn't care if his, like, place crumbles. That's not the point. He's trying to make sure the entire world doesn't set on fire. And, the last person that he is very fucking ginger with, and I mean very ginger, because this man, Mr. X is scary. Yeah. To say that Izuku didn't get DNA of every person before he kills them is an understatement. He has fucking triplets, just in case. And as, like, basically everyone he has killed is, like, tied down to a chair, can't use their abilities, he just kind of sits there. And he's like, before any of you bitch, moan, or complain, he snaps his fingers and sends all the information that he's got into every single one of them. That is what we are dealing with. The fact that I have killed you people does not matter anymore. I may or may not have done something kind of stupid, and especially given the fact that it was the same time, Magneto's dead. And he just kind of looks at Mr. X. My condolences? As well as, like, the entirety of Genosha. But regardless of the fact, bad shit. Bad. No good. Batman's just kind of sitting there, eyes wide, just like, what the fuck? That's basically the entire Bat family. Especially, like, Sweetheart's son. Like, he's just like, just slow blink. Like, fuck. The hell was that? Like, it was like, that's not okay. Hey, for me to wake up to in the morning? Okay, fuck me, I guess. Like, he's just kind of in that fucking state. But Izuku basically gets them all to agree, yeah, no, this is worse. Or we need to curb that shit. Like right now. Because fuck me. So Izuku trusts them enough to like, because he could read minds at this point. He knows that no one's gonna do anything stupid. He could read everyone's mind except for fucking Mr. X's. But he knows Mr. X isn't that stupid. Right? So, yeah. The blatant fact that shit is going this sideways and Izuku's freaking out, you know, the guy who had the fucking precaution to hold, like, put a planet cracker in his right hand glove specifically, like, the paranoid person that fucking called it on how the world will end. You feel me? Like, that's the kind of like, oh my fuck, I prepared for this. Like, that's the shit Izuku's giving off. And the blatant fact that there are other Batmen that Izuku doesn't know a lot about, because I'm using the entire team from Darkwing's Metal. Yay! Oh fuck, I'm gonna hate myself. Like, fuck. Which means, sadly, well, not sadly, this is just gonna be how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to do research on them, like, actually, because I got bored. But yeah, no. I hope all of you have enjoyed this episode. All that good shit. I'm gonna go eat my pizza now. Goodbye.